Do you want to go to college? Well, maybe you should think again. The average college tuition is $10,000 yearly, and even though students are already struggling to pay their student debts, the cost of college tuition is only rising.
In order to obtain a further understanding of the effects of college tuition, we decided to interview people who have the chance to see these students dealing with this issue. This being said, we interviewed 2 teachers and someone that works for financial aid. The first person we interviewed was Vincent Chandler, who is a communications teacher here at Skyline College.
Someone in class talked about how she has friends and family that go to SFSU, and she said it's normal to see kids, students sleeping in their cars.
Right, and I remember my very first year of teaching, I was part of a film called The First Year, where they followed 5 first-year teachers around LA, and there's a part of that film where I'm sitting there and I'm saying, if I'm the person to say to a kid, I am so happy to see you today, I'm glad you're here, then that's my job for the day. Mm-hmm. And I think back to that, and sometimes in education, we're told often that's not enough.
We all know that school is something hard to undergo, but the people who are dealing with these struggles are the students. Having to focus on graduating with great grades, they also have to focus on keeping a stable life.
The second person we interviewed was Jess Granger. He is a former college and career readiness teacher for the Skyline Middle College program, but now works at College of San Mateo.
They go to college to try something out, and they go for 2 or 3 semesters. It shouldn't involve them going $20,000 or $30,000 in debt.
And it's this notion that our system is designed to murder the spirits of our black and brown and our dark kids, right?
A kid from Bed-Stuy could turn into this rapper at, in his early 20s. And the world would listen. Like, that was a tremendous thing for me to see Jay-Z on, yachts. It felt like dreams could be realized, and then it didn't. And that's hard, because I saw so many young black millennials having college as a goal and just failing and falling behind. And student debt just made their lives absolutely miserable. And more often than not, they entered college, but they weren't able to finish. The
last person we interviewed was Sherry Collins. She is the Director of Marketing for the Financial Aid Department here at Skyline College. She has told us some insight about some programs that help these students, as well as given us some insight of other things that they do to help students.
Fund community colleges at a level where we can properly serve you without having to charge. And I think if we look close enough and there's the will to do it, we would be able to find the funds.
But to redefine themselves, and I think that's how they pivot. I think they've been forced to pivot, I should say, by society that hasn't allowed them to thrive in the way that they either wanted to or that they felt that they were expected to. But I also think that this generation, I know we like to use the word woke a lot. I also think that what's different is there is an understanding of Black Americans, of a lot of Black Americans, that like this maybe wasn't created for us, that this dream isn't ours, that okay, America is treating us in a certain way and we know why, and so we're gonna have to do something else. Like this we're not gonna take part of that because this was not created for us.
Right, that's not enough. Because you have to do this, or what are your test scores, or what is that? And the spirit murdering piece, for me, that is my #1 goal as a teacher, is for my students to know that I see them, that I hear them, that I value them, and that they matter.
Yeah. Dealing with issues like this that involve lots of money, people have to make tough decisions of where that money goes. Cohen has explained and helped us figure out that we need to work together, not just by ourselves as individuals, but with the government to figure out new ways of funding and find these fundings to help support all college students around the world. People should not have to be struggling to smoothly transition their life with college life. It's something difficult, but we can do it.
We also decided to interview some students so we can get a more personal insight of how these students feel or how they're dealing with the said problem.
Honestly, really expensive to, pay for your own classes, your textbook, transportation, and also food.
Pretty kind of dumb because, some of us, we don't have enough money and it keeps rising and rising.
It's good because, if you want us to have, a future in anything, we can't really do that if we can't get into college in the first place.
I personally think that the rise of college tuition is unfair, especially towards lower income families.
The cost of college tuition is one of the most important problems that the younger generation today is having. With all this information and many new outlets, we can come together and find a solution to this problem. Whether it's by looking for more opportunities to help for financial assistance, or even voting for candidates that want to help lower the cost of college tuition, we have to remember that we deserve the best for our present and, more importantly, for our future.